Hey guys, it's Jenna. Welcome back to my channel. This is my husband Mike, and we are on our way to our new construction site. We'll definitely take you guys inside and show you what new stuff they've all installed. This video is going to be like a vlog type style. It's gonna go all the way through the end of the final walkthrough, so we'll take you with us on the final walkthrough. We'll tell you guys what you should do, what you shouldn't do, things to look out for, stuff like that, how our final walkthrough experience went. So definitely stay till the end of the video if you want to see all of that. You're doing the final walkthrough. I was like, what are you doing? So I will be doing a empty house tour. So if you don't see the whole house at the final walkthrough, just know I'm saving a couple things for that. So definitely subscribe if you want to see more new build content. I'm going to do a whole video about our design center upgrades once we're in the house, and I can kind of film and show you what we did and what we didn't do, stuff like that. Yeah, so we will see you there. Bye. Guys, we got our thermostat moved. We've put up such a stink because I wanted to do things with this wall. Like when you're looking at it, I didn't want there to like be a thermostat right there. And our contractor actually came in and moved it over here, which was so nice. Yeah. Here we have our faux concrete countertops. We last minute decided to go with a gas range instead of a electric. And I flipped this to a herringbone pattern instead of just like a regular light at the last minute too. So lots of last minute decisions, but I think it came out pretty good. We also did two-tone countertops at the last moment as well. So the ones back there are the faux concrete, and then over here we have like this like marble kind. So I think it looks pretty good. Another thing that they messed up on was you had to pay extra to get your power outlet switched sideways, which I don't know why, but we never paid for it and they still put them in like that, so. And this is actually, right here, this is actually our microwave. It looks like an oven, but I don't know. I looked it up and it's actually pretty expensive, so it's nice that we get that included. We're gonna put our little toaster oven right in here. We had to buy a new one that was small, that fit in that space. So, but I'm excited because I don't have an air fryer, and the one we bought is like half air fryer, half toaster oven, so that'll be fun. Okay, so originally I was a little worried about our floors because they are pulling a little bit more gray than they looked in the design center, but I think they're still really pretty. Yeah. I think in this video, they look so much more like warm than they look in real life, but. All right, you guys, we actually have our final third-party inspection tomorrow. So I will update you guys with those results if they find anything. And then 3 days after that is our final walkthrough, which is crazy because we signed the papers for this place back in April and it is now December. I feel like it's gone by fast, but it's also gone by so slow at the same time. I just can't believe that the end is finally in sight and that we're actually getting a home. Like, when you guys see how we've been living, it's just, you'll see why we're so excited. Don't judge us. I'm about to turn this camera around. It's just part of the process. I'm just documenting and trying to be real with you guys, okay? So don't judge us, okay? All right, so we got half of a couch. We're waiting on the other half to be delivered because we went and got half of it at the Pottery Barn outlet. We like purchased the other half full price. So we have our 2 rugs for our master bedroom and our living room there. We have an extra coffee table for our upstairs room. We have like another coffee table. We have our other couch, and then on top of it we have all this stuff that we're planning to move, but we don't have boxes for. Swivel chair here. We got our new TV over here. We have our rocking chair for our front porch, our bar stools, and then just like a bunch of moving boxes. You guys, this is how we have been living for probably the past couple months now. So ready to get out of here, right, Means? Give me a high five if we're ready to move. Yeah, we're ready. Get out of here, huh? Okay guys, so we just got our inspection results back and they did find some things that were wrong with the house.
We didn't. Our guy did.
Right.
Yeah.
And we just got off the phone with our inspector and he made us feel a lot better. He said a lot of these things that he found were just the norm with new construction homes. Little shortcuts people try to take or just little things people didn't see. Nothing too crazy, but I definitely think it is worth it to get an inspection done. I think ours was right around the $400 range. It'll obviously vary by state and what inspection you get done, but I think it's super important to do because he caught so many things that like we would never
have seen, even if we were looking, because we just don't have that knowledge.
But he even got up on the roof and found stuff on the roof that
And we wouldn't have gone up on the roof.
I wasn't gonna get up on the roof.
Yeah, and actually, so we're gonna talk about some of the things they found just so you guys can kind of see. On the roof, actually, I'll insert a photo here. They just were short certain shingles that go on the top. I don't know what those are called.
Not a builder.
Yeah. So they ran out of those and they were just like, oh, we'll just use like regular shingles, and you guys will see.
It's not right.
Your roof keeps out rain, snow, hail, especially like on those points. You want that stuff to be the high grade material, and they just use like regular roofing shingles. Some other little things, they found the crack in the grout, just like in our master shower, which can cause leaking and large potential maintenance problems in the future if that's not fixed now.
Just the way, you know, some of the siding was done and how it lines up with the windows that we have. There's some little gaps in there, which again present possible water damage to certain areas of the house.
Another thing is we turn on our cooktop, which is gas, and some of the burners didn't ignite on like the low setting, so that has to be readjusted. Another thing they found, we actually had a little spot in our backyard where the ground sloped into the house. It's supposed to slope down from the house so any rain or runoff doesn't cause damage to the foundation. This part of the backyard was graded wrong. That's gonna have to be fixed. And these might seem like little tedious checks, but I mean, it's your home and you want to make sure the stuff is done right. So get an inspection. It's worth the $400, I think.
Yep.
So our next step is going to be our final walkthrough, not tomorrow, but the next day. So crazy, we're already going to be walking through our home. So we got
finally.
Yeah.
The final walkthrough. Never mind.
Good one.
I'm here all Tuesday.
Yeah, we got the blue tape ready, so we will see you guys at our final walkthrough. Bye. All right, you guys, we are on our way to our final walkthrough. I'm wearing my stretchy pants today because I want to be able to get down and see everything, inspect everything. So ladies, don't be wearing those tight pants that are gonna like rip if you bend over. I know we've all been there. Anyways, or maybe we haven't. Maybe you just choose comfy pants for your whole life. And if you do, that's awesome. Yeah, I got the remainder of my coffee in my little camera lens mug. Shout out to Laura, this was like the best gift ever. Yes, so we brought some measuring tape just to take any last measurements. We brought our own blue tape. I'm sure they're gonna give us blue tape, but you can never be too prepared. And what if they run out, you know? We got some toilet paper.
You never know when you have to go.
No, we brought it because, well, actually that too. Maybe we could just go to the bathroom if we needed to. But we're supposed to test the toilets with toilet paper so you can like test the plumbing. I don't know. I just saw a thing online that said that, so we're probably being a little too crazy with this, but oh well. We'll know the toilet works, you know? And then we made a separate trip to Walmart yesterday to get matching clipboards because we have a list of general questions that we're going to ask, and then we outlined each room, so a checklist of everything to make sure that, you know, the room is up to our standards and that there's nothing else that we miss. And we will check back in afterwards to let you guys know our takeaways, any advice, things we wish we didn't do, anything that we learned. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you there.
Mm-hmm.
Alright you guys, so we just got out of our final walkthrough. Mike, what are your thoughts?
I thought it went really well. Well, first off, they took some time going through our whole house, top to bottom, how everything works, how to shut everything off, how to turn everything back on, all the safety stuff that you need to know about the house, going over all the warranty stuff that they go over with all your appliances.
And we're first-time home buyers, so you might not be a first-time home buyer, not as noobish as us, but yeah, we definitely, there was a lot of stuff we took notes on, like registering your appliances. Everything was really in really good condition. Like, it was very obvious they had put a lot of work and time in making things look really great, so we feel really good about that. Kind of a 180 from our pre-drywall. Our pre-drywall was very rushed. We felt like all our questions were addressed, and now like this time I feel like the exact opposite, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. No, I mean, and again, like you said, we had to push kind of, but not really that much, but we did have to kind of push a little bit to do our own kind of blue tape walkthrough. But he was still very accommodating. He's like, yeah, I mean, if you guys are comfortable doing it, if you guys would feel more comfortable doing that, then by all means go ahead. He kind of went over how they, you know, how they're told to do so. I mean, it's like you can get right up on the wall, and if you see a little speck, you mark it. You have to have, their rule is like 6 feet distance from the wall.
Yeah, you have to, like, it has to stand out at you if you stand 6 feet from the imperfection.
Yeah.
So little things like that, he kind of went over that, and we, like us and our realtor, kind of taped things up, and yeah, and that was really that. Honestly, there wasn't really much to even kind of go over or fix. There's a couple little things, but yeah, overall we feel good about it. So we're gonna just eat some lunch, gather our thoughts, and then we will sit down and kind of go over things that we feel like would be helpful for you guys going into your final walkthrough. And yeah, so we'll check in with you in a little bit. All right, you guys, so we are back home, kind of gathered our thoughts, just a couple things that we wanted to tell you about or relay back to you that might be helpful if you are going through the final walkthrough process. I did just want to disclaim that this is our experience. Obviously, everyone's gonna have a different experience. We watched a lot of YouTube videos on this before, and it does seem like ours differed a lot from some people that we watched, so we're just reporting back what we went through, so yeah, just wanted to say that. I think this is the thing that helped us the most, would be bring a list of questions. Long periods of time go by where you don't see your builder, you develop questions, you have little things you want to ask them, write them down. And we had a clipboard, and I feel like the clipboard was a game changer, you guys. It wasn't like I just brought a piece of paper and I'm like having to like write on it like this. I had something solid to write on. We were walking all over. It was very helpful to take notes because there were little things that our contractor said that we like didn't know or we wanted to remember. I would definitely recommend, number one, bringing a clipboard, and number two, bringing like a list of questions. I even had like little boxes next to my questions so I could check them off as I asked them, as well as like a list of questions in general to ask. We brought a checklist of things to check. So like, make sure our blinds were working, make sure the doors were aligned properly, that the doors locked, that the light switches work, that the power outlets work, things like this. I think some of the biggest things for us were doors. We had several door problems. You want to make sure the doors are aligned, that they shut, that they don't pull or stick. Our shower door was warped, so we couldn't shut our shower door all the way. We actually found that one at the end of our walkthrough. Like, we almost would have missed it, honestly, if we didn't check. These are things you truly do just have to like take time on a checklist to check them, because otherwise they're very easy to miss. Like, I almost didn't even see it. I think our realtor pointed it out. She's like, oh, is it okay that there's that little...
Actually, no, I went, I saw it, and
Oh,
it was
yeah.
bowed. It was bowed a little bit, and I saw it, and I pressed on the realtor's mate. I didn't know what to ask. Like, I didn't really know the question to ask, and our realtor was the one that just saw me doing it.
Anyway, big things for us were doors. I think there was a lot of caulking issues. Like, he did say that they were gonna have someone come back and do a lot of that stuff, so that might have been why, but little nicks and stuff in the wall and molding, not a lot. Like, as you guys saw, there wasn't a ton, but just like little things.
He had a scratch in our countertop that he's gonna get his guy out there to address.
Yeah, so little things like that. Just make sure you have a checklist so you don't miss them. So it is common for your builder to actually take care of things after you've moved in. I know when we first heard that, we're like, what? No, it needs to be done before we moved in. That's unacceptable. But it is very common. We have found that the builder will have a punch list of little things to do after you move in. So shutters, sometimes like exterior lights, things like that. So just be aware of that. If they have little things they need to take care of, that is normal. So
I would say that you make sure you come in comfortable clothes so that you don't have any plumber's crack, because there's a lot of bending over. And there's a lot of looking underneath things, learning how things turn on, turn off, so that you can actually take care of your home. And you're getting down on the ground. You're actually, at one point we were laying down on the ground to look at something because it was really low to the ground. So make sure it's something that you don't care about getting dirty necessarily.
Just so you're comfortable. Because when you're dressed comfortable, you feel comfortable, you know? Another little random tip, when you go, you want to test your appliances, obviously, but your dishwasher takes a while to run. So start your dishwasher like when the meeting starts, because that way it can run a full cycle. You can make sure there's no water, like the heated dry works, all that kind of stuff. Another tip would be to bring a camera. I feel like this is fun, just number one, for the memories. Number two, you can kind of document how you guys saw things. You know, take a video of all the things that were wrong, just to like kind of make sure that those were fixed. It never hurts to have documentation. All right, so this isn't really a tip, but it's just kind of like our experience that we wanted to share, is that we actually had to ask to do like the blue tape part. From what we had seen online, I think it's looked pretty standard. Like you would go through and they would give you a portion of the thing is, okay, blue tape, go stick things on things you want us to change or whatever.
So our builder, he kind of addressed that with us pretty early into this final walkthrough that we had. He said basically how they do things is that they try to make it a point that it's not our job to find the imperfections and find the little things. They try to make it very much their thing to find all the stuff, so that when we come in, we can just come in and enjoy the house, and not feel like we have to look over everything to make sure there's anything wrong, or there's any nicks or any little imperfections.
Which we appreciate that very much, but at the same time, I am a control freak, and I'm sorry, but I want to look through the house and double check with my own eyes, and I'm sure you guys would probably feel the same way. Like, we wanted to, so we kind of had to push.
Yeah, we did have to, in a sense, push for it. It's not like we had to like grind it in that we need to do this. He was understanding and welcoming to it. He just needed a little kind of, we just said, hey, well, we really feel more comfortable going through and taping it ourselves. And he was like, okay, all right. And he was fine with it. And again, it wasn't like from what we've seen in other videos, it wasn't like we had to speckle the things.
It wasn't like peppered all over our
There
place.
was just a few more little things that we did see and we wanted to get addressed, and we were more comfortable with it. And that's how we explained it to him. It would just make us feel more comfortable if we could go through, and he was understanding.
But I mean, hey, your builder might not go through before and do checks, so you might have a lot that you have to catch. So that was our experience. All right, you guys, and our last and final tip is take your time. If your contractor or your builder people are rushing you, that's not okay. It is your time, it is your house, it's your money. Take your time, go through even slower if you need to like look at things closer. Do not feel rushed, because this is the time, the only time that you're gonna have to go through your house and make sure that everything is satisfactory and good and in working condition. And if they need to wait, they need to wait. It's your house.
Anytime after that, it becomes your problem that you've got to fix on your own time, which I like to use my time for other things.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right, you guys, so that is it for our final walkthrough vlog. I hope you guys found this helpful. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because I have so much more new build content. See you guys in our next video.
Sorry, straightening up. Looking proper.
Okay. Your roof is what keeps water and rain.
Sorry, it was an exaggerated camera laugh.
Anyways.
Every experience in life is a little bit different than, I don't know.
A for effort.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, this next thing, you want to say it?
Well, I don't even know what we're talking about.
It's nothing that would like.
Just make sure your roof's on. Make sure the roof's there so that, you know, when you move in, you have a roof. Yeah.
Was that your attempt at a joke?
It was, yeah.